Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A first down throw for Brissett. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. They give him a gain of 37.
Let's go.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step out.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Check, check.
On second down now, it's Hines. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Out of the gun for Sam. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Watson on first down. Stepping up, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with the back of the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now he'll pull it down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Rip left. 53 at the mic. 53. Check 53. You ain't going no. Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for... Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A 93-yard kickoff return as his guys are able to regain the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Brissett. And it's caught off the deflection. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 36, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markevius Mingo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. from the gun. Here's Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught at the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. The intended receiver there, Allen. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Third and long, it's Watson. It's complete, Stills. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 58. Right over there, right over there. Mike. 58.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 54. You better break. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. That's 31. Switch.
To the air yet again, Watson. Allen's got it complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Brissett. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there for Indy. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run with Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Johnson on poke free. Football is held. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We're set on first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. That'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Don't be expecting another fumble to save you.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
No. 24.
They'll run it again with Miller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast.
Lamar Miller. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Check.
Running from the gun, Johnson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.